This is a short toolbox tutorial on the Consultative Selling Skills Self-Audit Checklist. What we're looking at here is the soft copy version. If you've downloaded the PDF file, please note that on screen when you look at your PDF file, you can in fact click over here and you will be taken to the website where you can download this soft copy version should you wish to do so. The obvious initial benefit of having this checklist available in a soft copy form is that you can edit it. There is quite a lot of information. It's divided into a series of sections: territory management and productivity, call planning and business needs analysis, professional presentation or sales skills, business development skills, financial skills and promotional management, partnering processes, negotiation skills, and a section for you to add any other aspects. So let's just take a look, first of all, moving to the right hand side of this spreadsheet. These are examples of the cell comment boxes which we've placed into many of the cells just to give you guidance on how to use the checklist. It's really going to be particularly useful for anybody new into the role of key account management or a senior level consultative selling skills role. And it allows you to scope what you consider to be the priority areas of this role in terms of meeting its KPIs and also your own level of need. Could also be used by a manager, I guess, in auditing the needs of his or her team in a similar manner. So the boxes here give guidance on how we determine or how we define job competencies, defined as the specific knowledge, skills and abilities to implement each activity listed at the left. The need and the priority need a little bit more explanation. Priority means how important is this aspect of the role to its success. And it's important to note that this column is irrespective of the job holder. This is about the job. This column, the need column, is about the individual. So obviously this information should ideally come from your customer. And we recommend some sort of simple scoring or weighting system for this column. Let's just take a look at how that might work. So if, for example, we were running down through these items here and we come to the section on manages and improves the content of account profiles, database or CRM, and there's a little drop down comment in here on CRM simply to clarify what we mean by that, you would scroll across to this cell here and you would indicate how important you thought that aspect of the job was to its success. Moving into this column, the need column, and just referring to this drop down box over here, this column indicates which aspects of the role are in need of strengthening, either for this individual job holder, who could be you, or perhaps an average view across your team, if you're a manager. And again, a simple tick or weighting of 1, 2 or 3 will suffice. So let's move back to the left and perhaps just go through 1 or 2 of the typical contents in each area of this checklist. Remember, the benefit of a soft copy version is that you can customize this to your own company's requirements. You'd be familiar with the 80-20 rule. There's a little prompt here which reminds you to add any additional competencies you believe are missing from the list, or indeed delete from the list any competencies which you feel are superfluous. Moving on down, business needs analysis. A quick reminder here that SMART objectives are important for customer contacts. There's reference here to a Harrison proprietary questioning technique model called the Open Questioning Technique. And as it mentions here in the drop-down comment, you will find additional information on this elsewhere on the Toolbox website. Professional presentation skills, business development skills, particularly important for those of you who are clearly account managers. Regular and predictable frequency of business reviews to review the business and the relationship. You might find this area of the role to be more or less important in your environment, and you could modify the content of this checklist accordingly. The section on financial skills and promotional management is likely to be important for those of you who are managing channel partners or working with distributors, dealers, wholesalers, retailers. There's quite a lot of additional information elsewhere in this toolbox website on financial skills, including checklists to test your own understanding of such basic concepts as margins, stock turns, and GMROI. And there's a little bit of definition in here, but it does mention that you should refer to the financial skills pages of our toolbox website for further help in these areas. A little bit of clarification on terminology down here. A short section here on consultative relationships and partnering, and a fairly substantive section on negotiation skills. Some reference to well-known authors, Stephen Covey, writing about the win-win paradigm. One of Harrison Consulting's proprietary models for negotiation skills is shown here. We refer to this as the 5 golden rules. That really completes the checklist. If you think about it, it's pretty much a job description without the KPIs and performance standards. But it forms the basis of a job description if you're not fortunate enough to have one, or if you are fortunate enough to have one and you might prefer to write your own, this would give you a darned good start. Good luck.